Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the daily briefing. We start with the virtual Grand Prix daily results. I give the mic to Brian.
Thank you, Regis. Antoine, maybe you stand up. This Antoine Ave is the guy who's organized all this, done a fantastic amount of work. Antoine is fantastic. Thank you very much. We always have a problem in gliding, finding people who can do work, people who can make things happen. And we rely a lot on old guys like me and Angel, who are struggling away to get things done. But we have a whole new group of young, enthusiastic people here. They're fantastic. They have a tremendous energy, a tremendous output, and it's a big injection into gliding. And we really need to keep this association, and we need to bring those guys into our sport, and so that we can help each other. And I'm really impressed by the amount of work that Antoine and his friends have done. Even today, they're deciding that they will do something tonight, and we'll see what happens. I'm not. Do you want to go on? Okay, there's the overall results. Looking good for Jeroen. Oh, sorry, and Benfest. They're very close at the top. So it's all to play for. So I can see why you want to have another go tonight. Do you have a race or just a demonstration or something? Okay, race. That's good. And I'd like to just talk a bit about the coverage from this Grand Prix. We don't fly today. We want to make a few interviews, but the interviews will not be so much about the race, but about the gliders and things like that. I think Claire has already spoken to a couple of guys, but Catherine, if you don't mind, if you're available sometime this morning, and Mario and Marius, if you can speak to Claire after the briefing. We'd like to do just a little walk around the glider, instruments, what differences, how you like the glider, and so on, so we can put some information about each of the gliders. And Werner is doing the AS33, and Max is going to do one as well, I think. You're doing an interview with Claire straight after, at the glider. Yeah. Just to give you some idea, we don't look at the analysis until after the competition of how many people are following the races. But on the first day of live coverage on the English channel, we had 3,100 people watching the race. If you compare that with something like the Vendée Globe, which was a massive organization when they only had 7,000 people on the first day. So it's not bad. It's a pretty good effort. It rose to 4,000 yesterday. So it's up about 20% over the week. On the French channel, visiting the live coverage each day, it started off at about 1,100 and it's now about 1,200 people. So a significant audience watching the races every day. Of course, they don't watch all the time, but we have quite a lot of people who watch all the time. And Angel manages the comments, and we get a lot of comments, particularly if something happens during the race, and it's quite interesting to see where they come from. We have viewers, of course, from all the major countries, and 25% of our audience is from Germany at the moment. I wonder why that is. And it surprises me that we also have audience from amazing places. We had audience from Pakistan, Syria, India, people watching Singapore. We have people watching from all the weird, Reykjavik, we have some guys watching from Reykjavik. So it's amazing how it spreads around the world. I'm sure they're not all, well, they're mostly gliding people, but who knows who the other guys are. The age group is mostly middle-aged, yeah. And the virtual, the age group's a little bit lower. Yeah? And we'll have a look at that, how that works out at the end of the week. So that's all I want to say for now, Reggie, and thanks very much for your cooperation, everybody. For those followers who are watching the live briefing, we will be publishing some interviews this afternoon, but we won't be running any live coverage this afternoon. Thanks, Reggie.
Thank you. So day 5 is official. And now let's move to the waiver. I give the mic to Aude.
Good morning. So you've seen outside, we're still under these high-level clouds. There are some clearings still in the morning, but in altitude, we have this, this low-pressure axis extended over France and associated on the surface to this front that is still to the west of us today, and that drifts slowly northwards, and that will evacuate maybe only in the late afternoon or in the evening. We're still in uncertainty regarding the timing of the evacuation of this rainy front. On the satellite infrared animation, you see we have this cloud band associated to the front and storms developing over the Mediterranean seas with quite a big electric activity at the moment. On the rain radar animation, you see that it's forming on the west of us with some heavier regions, heavier showers in the region of Nîmes, between Nîmes and Marseille, and it's going slowly to us. And regarding the evolution over the afternoon, so this is the cloud cover forecast with the rain in color. So in white, you have the cloudy area, so it will be more and more cloudy over the day. And with these showers developing and moving northeast, and it will only evacuate quite late in the evening. You see the local time here, between maybe 5 and 7 p.m. Still an uncertainty regarding the timing, but it might not be that good for flying this afternoon. Yes, the thunderstorm risk over the area, you see it's quite weak, and it will remain to the Italian border. Looking at the vertical profile of the air mass, you see it's quite the same air mass as yesterday, very moist, unstable in the low levels, up to 2,000 meters AMSL, but completely saturated over with this front stagnating a little bit over us. And the wind, it's more southeast to east wind in the area on the surface. And the synopsis, so for today the QNH is 1016, the wind is south to southeast. It's stronger towards Var region to the east. And in the Rhône Valley, there is already quite a weak north wind starting to blow, and it will be stronger after the front pass by. In altitude, still weak wind from the south to southwest, and this heavy cloud cover that will only evacuate quite late in the day. And this, of course, scattered showers in the area. So there will be cumulus, maybe a little bit like yesterday, but the showers will be more over us and longer in the afternoon. So no significant thunderstorm risk for tomorrow and until tomorrow. So no need to de-rig the glider. There will be no wind, no hail. And tomorrow will be back of the front, so it's going to be very nice with cumulus, quite low cloud bases, but strong thermals. And I think, a very nice weather to end the competition. Yes, just to show you for today what it looks like on the top-term forecast. So you see it's very moist in altitude, and we have this rain activity in the Durance Valley. And that is for tomorrow. So it looks much better, and we hope for a nice race tomorrow. Do you have any questions? Sorry. No? Okay, so enjoy your rest day and see you tomorrow for the daily briefing.
Thank you, Aude. So regarding the weather forecast for today, the organization has decided to not set a task today, so the competition day is cancelled, and see you tomorrow morning at the daily briefing and for the grid tomorrow. Have a good day, have a good rest day, and be on good condition for tomorrow. Have a good day.